Hi Pisces, welcome to July. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com. And before I get started with your reading, I want to call in some good energy, create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you also for liking and subscribing to my channel and sharing. And thank you for those who have taken the time out of your busy life to leave comments and feedback on the readings. I really appreciate that, and I enjoy reading all the comments. And for those who have ordered readings, I really appreciate your business, and I am happy to be able to serve you. And I hope that the readings have been a help to you. Thank you for your support. So let's see what's coming up for July for Pisces. We're having a new moon in Cancer, and it's an eclipse on the 12th. And a full moon in Aquarius on the 27th. Mercury's going retrograde on the 25th. Mars is already retrograde. It's going to be an interesting month with these eclipses. It's kind of like wanting to shake things up and get you on the right path. But at the same time, with all this retrograde energy, you have to do a lot of rethinking. So you don't want to rush into anything. Take your time. Get on the right path. So let's see, what does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for the month of July? What does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for the month of July? The Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so the Three of Swords with the Ten of Swords, you're coming out of a situation. The Three of Swords is cutting away what is no longer working in your life. You might have ended a relationship, or a period of sorrow is coming to an end. The Ten of Swords is like, you can't go any further. Maybe something was cut out of your life, a relationship ended in the past, and you were struggling with it for a long time, and now that's coming to an end. The Ten of Swords is like, you're at the end of the line. Things can only get better. So whatever sorrow that you've experienced, you may have finally decided, I can't give this relationship any more energy. I can't give this situation. It could be a work situation. But you've finally decided to put an end to your suffering. Sometimes the Three of Swords can mean surgery, so you might have had minor surgery. But it's really a cutting away. It could be sorrow in a relationship where you're feeling the pain of separation. There's someone that you were close to that you're no longer with, and you're experiencing an ending, a cycle that's ending. The good thing about the Ten of Swords is that it's over, that you're moving toward something new. It's freeing you to start a whole new cycle. The Queen of Cups is someone who, this could be you, because the Queen of Cups are usually water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So maybe it was a friendship that ended, or the Queen of Cups is someone who's very sensitive, very psychic, very intuitive. Maybe you're putting an end to, you might have had an argument with someone, because the Five of Wands is here. And that's a card of petty conflict. People not... You might have been in a situation where people just weren't working together. Everybody was fighting each other. This could have been a work situation. I'm feeling this more in terms of... Well, you could have ended a relationship, but I feel like it's more... It could have been even a work thing where you're... Like there's been a severance. And something that you were involved in, some competitive situation, is now ended. And now here you have the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of give and take. So you might have been in a situation where you were doing a lot of giving, but you weren't getting enough back. And you might have decided, I'm just going to end, I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to put any more energy toward this. I have to make changes. It could also mean that you're moving into a new area where you could be doing social work, or you could be working in a company that helps others. The Six of Pentacles is about giving and helping people that are less fortunate. So that could be something that you're getting involved in, or you will be in the future in July. But something has come to an end. You're at the end of a cycle with the Ten of Swords. It could be a relationship. It could be a work situation. But it's done. It's over. And all the conflict that's part of that is over too. And now you're moving in a new direction. There's a new offer on the horizon, the Knight of Cups. This could be a romantic partner. So you could be involved with someone who's very, very romantic, very creative. Someone, and you feel like there's this karmic connection with this person, like maybe you knew each other in a past life or something, but there's a really special connection. So if you've ended a relationship, there could be a new one in the wings. Or you finally decided to let go of your sorrow. You know, the part of your life that was unhappy. You're cutting that away, and you're ready to embrace new love. And with this card, you could be connecting with someone who's very giving. It might be very different than the past. The past might have been, there might have been more conflict or more of an imbalance. With the High Priestess, this is a card of trusting your intuition, things going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of mental stress. It's like you're under mental stress. The Nine of Swords. You've been worried about someone, or someone's been worried about you. It could be a partner that's been worried, going through a difficult time. Maybe you're worried about your partner. There could be, but you know, the Nine of Swords, there could be some health issue. There could be someone in your life who's having some type of health issue, and you're worried about them. And with the Page of Swords, it's you may want to get things checked out. It's something to look deeper, look into something more deeply, more carefully. If you're signing any contracts in July, you want to look at all the details. So whatever's being offered to you in July, something may be offered to you. So you've ended something, and now you're moving into something new. There's a new opportunity on the horizon. For love, it could be a romantic opportunity. You're coming out of a difficult situation, but a part of you is still very cautious. With the Page of Swords, there's something that has to do with, you might be hearing gossip, and you want to be careful that you check into what you're hearing, because it may not be all true. Or you may feel that people are watching you, that you're being scrutinized, that you're being judged in some way with the Page of Swords. Or you could be dealing with someone, a young person, who can be a challenge. You're having to have difficult conversations with someone. With the Two of Swords in the reading, there could be some type of stalemate, like you're having to make a decision, and you're not sure which way to go. You might have had a falling, I feel like you've had an argument with someone, falling out, and it's like both people are, each person's waiting for the other person to make the first move. Each person's waiting, like, it's like this standoff, like you don't want to reach out to this person. You want them to reach out to you first. But someone has to break the ice. So if there's someone that you've been separated from and you're feeling the pain of that separation and you're feeling just defeated by life in some way, if you want to resolve it, you may need to reach out first. The other thing about this night, if someone is offering you something that sounds too good to be true in July, you want to check it out more carefully and more deeply, because someone might not be telling the whole story. Sometimes the Knight of Cups can be a little bit untruthful. Like they only tell you half the story. So you want to make sure that whatever you're hearing, whatever negotiations you're involved in, you're getting all the facts. Because right now you're trying to make a decision with partial information. And you need to learn more. You need to check more. You need to go deeper. You are coming away, though. A lot of the worries that you've been, like things that you've been worried about, are more in your mind than what is actually happening. So that's why communication is key in July. You need to really talk to people. Don't fill in the blanks with your imagination. If you have an issue with someone, you really need to sit down and talk to them. Even if it's difficult. Don't be afraid to start that conversation and clear things up. That's going to help clear things up. Because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation floating around, a lot of rumors, a lot of gossip, and you need to get to the bottom of it. And you need to break the stalemate and have an honest conversation. Be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Let your guard down and speak from the heart. Because you can heal this. Whatever it is that's been bringing you sorrow. I feel like you just came through a difficult time where something has ended, and you're still worried about it. You're just worried. You're filled with worry, and you have a lot of, your imagination is working overtime, creating scenarios that may not even happen. So you may need to sit down and talk to someone to help you to think clearly. But the High Priestess is here, so there are things happening behind the scenes that could lead to a positive outcome. But you need to trust your intuition. Trust that little voice. It's like you're not wanting to trust your intuition. You're kind of holding on to fear instead of trusting your intuition and moving forward. So don't let fear get a grip on you. You may feel like with the Ten of Swords, you may feel like you've been stabbed in the back or you're down for the count because of some of the losses that you've experienced recently. But the 10, if you can't really see it on this card, the worst is over, and now you can only go up. Things can only get better. So you've got this horizon here. The sun is kind of coming up. It's like a new dawn. When you reach the 10, that's it. It's over. So the hardship is over. Don't add worry to it. There's going to be a better tomorrow. There's going to be a new beginning. But you may still be feeling the pain of the past or the pain of what you've gone through. The separation. But the future looks there. You have to control your mind. Don't let your mind get paralyzed by fear and worry, because then you're going to block these new beginnings. You're going to block this offer from happening. Stop focusing on the past. You may be focusing too much on the past, or maybe you have to let the past go. Look at the future. Focus on the future. The past is dead. You can't relive it. You can't bring it back. Focus on the future. Drop your guard. Make a decision. If there's someone that you're separated from and you want to reconnect, make the first move. You won't regret it. So let's see what's going on with the astrology. You have a new moon in your 5th house. That could be romance, new romance. Pluto's in your 11th house. So when Pluto's in your 11th house, there are a lot of powerful, your friendships are changing. Your goals are changing. Pluto represents power and transformation. So maybe the things that were once important to you are changing. You're wanting different things. The things that you once worked really hard to achieve no longer have meaning. Pluto in the 11th house also means that you're connecting with powerful people, the movers and shakers of the world. And you may be hooking up with a powerful group that wants to help change, wants to help people that are disadvantaged. So you could be embarking on a new career path where you're helping others. You're spending more time working for like doing some kind of social cause work or something that benefits society in some way. You have Venus in your 7th house, and Saturn is in the 11th house also. So you're really thinking about your friendships, seriously thinking about who's on my team, who do I want to be connected with. You're seeing reality. You're seeing who's really there for you and who's not. What groups do I want to belong to? What groups are there for me? Who's my friend? Who is my true friend? Who is on my team, on my side? You're going to be seeing the truth about your goals, the truth about your friendships, the groups that you belong to. And you may be connecting with people, and it might be like a long-term partnership. So if there's a new business opportunity that comes up, it will involve helping others in some way. It could be healing, it could be healthcare, it could be social work, because the 6 of Pentacles is about giving to those less fortunate. So this offer may come through a company that works with those types of, that's involved in that type of work. Uranus is in your 3rd house, so you could get involved in some type of internet project or some type of communication project, multimedia, and that'll be good for you. Pluto in the 11th house, though, it's going to transform your goals. And you could be, like I said, dealing with people in power. People that can really make a difference in the world. You might be connecting with those people at this time. Now, the full moon in Aquarius is happening in your 6th, 12th, well, it's happening in your 12th house. And the sun will be in your 6th house. So employment is connected, you know, like something comes to a completion, culmination. You're going to see certain truths at the end of July. The 12th house is the house of could be hidden enemies, it could be psychological blocks. You're ready to release or complete old karma. I feel like you're completing old karma and you're releasing what, you're tying up loose ends, releasing past karma, and you're getting ready to move into, when things start happening in the 1st house. The 12th house is like finishing up, tying up loose ends, letting go of past blocks and people. So people may be leaving your life. Situations may be leaving your life. You're either finishing up a project, finishing up a cycle, maybe even some kind of health issue is coming to culmination right now. And Venus in the 7th. There could be a new beginning in romance that could lead to a serious partnership. Because the 7th house is the house of partnership. With Venus there could be some new relationship that helps to offset whatever this 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords, whatever sorrows or whatever difficulties you're going through. This new relationship is giving you a new lease on life. It's giving you new hope. You have Neptune in the 1st house. You're trying on different things. It's like you're not sure who you are. Something may have ended. Maybe it was a career path. And now you're questioning your identity. Like, who am I? What do I want to be? How do I want to be seen in the world? And so you might be kind of confusing. You might want to do something that has to do with spirituality. Neptune is like spirituality, metaphysical, healing, new age. Maybe you're thinking along those lines. So you're going to be kind of confusing to people for a while, because you're going to be like a chameleon. You're going to be trying on different personas until you find the one that really fits. Venus opposite Neptune, you want to be careful that you're not idealizing someone. If you've just met someone, you might be not seeing them clearly. So you want to look deeper at anyone that you meet in July. They might be really charming and they might seem really wonderful, but there might be more things beneath the surface, things that you need to find out about them before you give your heart away. And that's true even in a career situation. Someone may not be telling you the whole story or giving you all the facts. So especially if you listen to gossip, be careful that you don't just take things at face value, that you have to look deeper and get the true story. Venus will be trining Pluto at the time of this full moon. And with Venus in your 7th and Pluto in your 11th, there could be a powerful friendship that's in your life that could develop into a romance. Or you could be dealing with people that are, you just don't want to be bullied. People have very strong energy. You could be dealing with a friend that's there could be manipulation or power struggles. But if it's a romance, there could be very strong, it could be a passionate connection with someone who really changes your life for the better. Pluto brings transformation. And Venus, it's favorably affecting Venus in your 7th. So you could be forming a powerful friendship or a powerful partnership, romance, that's going to really change your life in a good way. Saturn is trining Uranus. Saturn is now in your 11th house with Pluto. And it's trining Uranus in your 3rd house. So there's definitely some community project that's going to really, it may be a lot of work, and you might be dealing with organizations that are very powerful and have been around a long time and very committed to what they're doing. But it's going to affect major change. You're going to be on joining some type of group that's really going to reach people through technology, through communication, through some type of marketing plan. I know this. So don't worry. Don't stress yourself out with things that you can't control. And let the past, let a cycle end. If something has ended in your life, let it go. It's time for you to rise up and leave the past behind. Cut away what's no longer working and embrace, you have to free yourself from any past sorrow, any past blockages. And trust your intuition. It's going to be a confusing time. But if you trust your intuition, follow that little voice, it will lead you to the right path. But you may have to go through some psychological cleansing in July. Releasing some psychological hang-ups or some health issues, so that it will free you to embrace this new opportunity that's coming. So this is my forecast for for July. What do I keep saying August? I hope this reading was a help to you. And whatever happens in July, I know the eclipses are going to be shaking things up, but they're shaking things up for a good reason. Sometimes we just get too stuck in situations that are not healthy for us. So if the eclipses, pull you out of something or that was not good for you, it's going to put you on a path that is going to be good for you. So hold on to that. Don't dwell on what you have lost. Focus on what's yet to come. Focus on the new situation, because it's going to bring you, wherever one door closes, another one opens. Nothing remains static. So hold on to that and you'll be fine. And don't be afraid to drop your guard and show your vulnerability. And reach out to people because they're there for you. You don't have to go through this by yourself. So that's my forecast for July, Pisces. I hope this reading was a help to you. If you want to connect with me for a private reading, just check the link in the description box and we'll get you on the schedule. And in the meantime, have a wonderful July. Enjoy your month, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.